Welcome to Kenyan DOCTALES. My name is Dr. Luciana. Today I want to talk about drowning. Yes, drowning at home accidents. One day, my brother and his wife went to work as usual. They left their little boy, just about 6 months old, with their caregiver. And they had done it for 6 months. Many parents have done it over the years and nothing happens. But on this particular day, this young girl wanted to go visit some young men in the neighborhood. So she went. I guess her hormones were raging. She overstayed. By the time she came back, the first thing that she saw was the baby's legs sticking out of a bucket. Now, how did that happen? Honestly. She left the baby sleeping on the bed, and there was a bucket just next to the bed with just a little water. In those days, people used nappies, not pampers that are disposable, not diapers that are disposable. They used nappies, and the soiled nappies would be soaked in a bucket, waiting to be washed the following day. So this girl left the bucket right next to the bed where the baby was sleeping. A 6-month-old baby will move. They will wiggle. And what happened is the baby wiggled and fell into the bucket head first. There was nobody to save this baby. So when she got home and found that kind of scenario, she grabbed the baby and they rushed to hospital, sent a message to call the mom. By the time the mom got to hospital, she found the baby was gone. Home accidents, drowning. I have seen a lot of people leaving water carelessly in the home, water in a bucket, water in a basin, water in a large sufuria, and there are toddlers walking around. I'll not say they are careless. It happened to me also. I was doing my washing with several buckets, like most of us Kenyans do, and I had my little boy just next to me. And I would wash in one bucket and dip into the next bucket, rinse and dip into the next. As I was washing and dipping and washing and dipping, I felt a splash just next to me. And the next thing I saw were my baby's feet up in the air, head in the bucket. I grabbed the legs and pulled the baby out, and I was paralyzed for a while. When I imagined what would have happened, I remembered my brother's baby had drowned in a bucket. Now, those little people who walk around the house with buckets just reaching their chests, they will want to peep into the bucket, and because babies are top heavy, they fall into the bucket. The same way, if you have railings, say on the rooftop or on a balcony that are a bit low, and the baby's head is just above the railing, they will fall over and fall to the ground. That is why it's so dangerous to have railings or buckets that are just at the level of your baby's chest, because the head is heavier than the rest of the body. They will tip over. They will fall. That's why it's easy for a baby to climb upstairs to the top, but coming down is a nightmare, because the head is heavier than the rest of the body. He will tip over and roll down. Today I'm not talking about stairs, I'm talking about drowning in water. In the rural setting or in areas where there's a shortage of water, people buy water and store water in buckets and in drums and in all manner of containers. If you want to store water in your house, make sure that the mouth of the container is the size of your fist, a hole that your baby cannot go through. Those who keep drums, especially people in estates that have no water or in the rural settings, don't leave anything around the drum, like chairs, because the baby will climb onto the chair. This little 2-year-old, 4-year-old, they'll climb onto the chair and tip over into the drum, and they will drown. Water masses are dangerous for babies. Just small water masses. People think of drowning as drowning in pools, drowning in the sea, drowning in rivers, but I'm telling you, for babies, drowning at home is a reality. Make sure all the bathrooms are locked. Make sure there is no water lying around, because babies will tip over and die. And it takes just a few minutes. The baby will inhale the water. Water will go into the lungs, and your baby is no more. Let us be safe. Let us take care of these little ones by minding the little day-to-day activities in the house. Don't clean your house and rush to the toilet while leaving the basin in the sitting room. That baby will drown. Take care. See you next week.